Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video for you, and it's all about the new Kylie Cosmetics Kylighters. So these are Kylie Jenner's makeup line, Kylie Cosmetics version of highlighters. I am here to tell you all about them and do swatches and do a little demo so you can see how they actually apply on the skin. So first things first, there are 6 different shades. These here are the 6, and these are the boxes that they actually come in. They are color coordinated to the actual shade inside, which is nice. And then it's very chic, I feel, because I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but you can see in the self-colored different texture. It says Kylie on the front. On the top, you have the name of the shade actually printed onto the box. And then on the back, there's a sticker with Kylie Jenner pressed illuminating powder, the shade name, and then the ingredients inside, and then a couple of the other just informational details. So that is what all 6 of the boxes look like. Cotton candy cream, I think may have been added last minute or something, but it's a sticker, which to me is a little bit cheap looking. I don't know, that's me just being pesky because no one actually keeps the actual boxes, or these aren't pretty enough for me to actually keep and preserve, because I low-key kind of do that with some very pretty boxes. So when you open the box, these are what the actual palettes look like. They are cardboard palettes, which initially when I saw, I was like, that's such a bummer because I thought it would feel cheap. However, in person, they look a lot sturdier and they feel pretty heavy. Like there is a nice weight. So I was proven wrong, and I'll admit it. Each highlighter is $22, and the bundle of all 6 can be purchased for $130. So given that it is $22, I wish it wasn't cardboard. However, part of me does kind of like that it's cardboard with a metallic snap, because these tend to travel really nicely. They're very sturdy and can be thrown around and nothing really happens to the packaging or the product inside. Each palette, similar to the box, has the self Kylie written on it. And then when you open it, you have a mirror on this side, and then the actual highlighting powder looks like that. It's got the same like liquid dripping design as all her liquid lipsticks, which I really appreciate. I think it's very cohesive. This here is Strawberry Shortcake. Strawberry Shortcake is described as a warm mid-tone pink. That right there is Strawberry Shortcake. This is French Vanilla. It's a soft icy gold. And that is French Vanilla. This is Banana Split, and it is a vibrant yellow gold. So that right there is Banana Split. This is Cotton Candy Cream. It's a soft light peach. So that's it right there. This is Chocolate Cherry. It's a warm coppery bronze. And finally, Salted Caramel, and this is a warm mid-tone gold. So that right there is all 6 of the shades. Now, a couple pointers about the actual product itself. First off, the cool thing about these powders is the formula for sure. They are more of a gel powder formula. They're not exactly like the MAC Extra Dimension finishes or the Nars blush duo finishes where it's like a hardened gel formula. They actually have powder kick up, but when you feel it, it feels like a gel formula, and when you swatch them, it just kind of glides over the skin. So that was something that really, really impressed me. There definitely is a little bit of a scent. I know a lot of people had an issue with her peach palette, saying that it smelled like straight up chemical. There is a scent, maybe faintly a little bit of chemical, but not so much that it disturbs me, and I have to get really close in there. I've never actually noticed there to be a significant scent when I apply it on the skin. Another thing I really like about the fact that there are 6 different shades is that theoretically there's at least 1 or 2 for every skin tone, which is great for a line to come out with so many different shaded highlighters, because there really is something for everybody. I really commend her for doing that and thinking that through. I'm actually gonna apply Salted Caramel onto my face right now so you can see them in action, because I feel like although the swatches are pretty, I'm someone who loves like crazy potent highlighter, and when I first saw the swatches, I was kind of underwhelmed. I felt like they wouldn't be as kind of pop spotlight as I like them to be, but when you apply them, it's interesting because you can sheer them out to get a very natural, pretty glow, or you can really pump them up and mix different shades to get a beautiful, super intense, highlighted, spotlight, metallic look. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush. I have no powder highlight on my skin right now, so I'm gonna go ahead into Salted Caramel and really dig in there. And then I'm just gonna pop this really potent. And I think also the brush has something to do with it. When you use a looser or softer, more fanned out brush, you get less pigment. But when you use this brush or a more densely packed brush, like for eyeshadows, it's super pigmented, all 6 of the powders. And then same thing on the other side. On this side just now, I took a little bit less so you guys can see what it looks like, a little bit more subtle. Still super potent though. I mean, that is really intense. And I definitely amped it up for you guys so you guys can get the effect on camera. A little bit down the center of the nose. The one thing I would say is that some of these with the undertones, you have to be a little bit careful on your skin tone because they have really strong undertones. Like this is coming up really bold gold, and other ones show up really bold, that color or that undertone. So I'm gonna buff this out, and then I'm gonna go ahead in with Cotton Candy Cream and just pop that on top, just to kind of change up the tone of the gold so it's not so yellow, and to give me a little bit more of that champagne highlight. And then you could even go in with Strawberry Shortcake. Since we're doing it, let's just do it. And I'm just gonna go right on top with Strawberry Shortcake. And instantly you can see the change in the tone. This has brought it down and made it a lot cooler. The nice thing about this formula too is that because it's that gel-based formula, it's not going to really emphasize texture too much. However, since it's not an authentic gel, like in Extra Dimension formula, you do have to be a little careful because it will get a little powdery, especially the lighter colors, if you put too much product on. So what I'm gonna do now is taking this Zoeva Luxe pencil brush, I'm gonna go into Cotton Candy Cream and pop this on my inner corner of the eye to just highlight it. So you guys can see that with a smaller, more densely packed brush, you can take a lot less and get a pretty potent effect. And then just a little bit here too, since I have not highlighted at all and my face feels naked. So now I'm gonna take my Cover FX Perfect Pressed Powder and the same buffing brush and just buff everything out. And then I am gonna go in and add a little bit of my Nars Laguna bronzer just to bring some color back into the face. If you feel it's too powdery, what you can do is just take your beauty blender. This is the one I applied my makeup with today. And I'm just taking a facial mist. This is the Vital Greens face mist from First Aid Beauty. And I'm just going to dampen it a little bit. You don't want it too wet because it's gonna move the powder around. And then just lightly tap over the powder highlight. It may amplify it a little bit, but it's gonna pretty much just remove any excess powder that's sitting on top. So the powder looks more just like skin. So there's really no powdery finish. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. So this here is the final glow using the Kylighters from Kylie Cosmetics. Again, you can use all 6 shades however you would like, depending on what your makeup preference is and also your skin tone is. I find use for all 6, which I personally love. That's real bang for your buck, that these are so versatile and the shades are so versatile and unique. If you're very, very fair and some of these are too pigmented, try them as a blush topper or try them even as a blush. Like this chocolate cherry shade on very fair skin would be stunning as just a blush on its own, a very glowy blush. If you have very, very deep skin, then try some of the lighter ones just on the highest points of your cheekbones or as eyeshadows. They're still beautiful. I love Kylie Cosmetics, but something about these highlighters, I thought I would be disappointed, but because I thought that, I am now more excited about them than I initially was when I picked them up. So I hope you guys found this review helpful, and if you try any of the Kylighters, please leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts were, because as always, I'm really curious to know what everyone thinks about everything makeup wise. But until my next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye guys!